CBC senior meteorologist Johanna Wagstaff. She is in Coral Springs near Fort Lauderdale. Johanna, as I understand it, the tornadoes have already been touching down. We can see the flashes of lightning in the background.
That's right, Carol. These are just the first few outer bands of Irma that have spun onshore through the day. Deteriorating conditions as we get into the squall lines, and they are separated by periods of calm. But when they do come down for the East Coast, that has meant on and off tornado warnings. For the county that we're in, we had 9 tornado warnings in a 2-hour period tonight, with one tornado moving onshore close to where we were set up on the beach earlier today. We had relocated to the hotel, though, once we saw things moving in on the radar. And there are curfews in place tonight. We are hunkering down here in the hotel, a lot with other evacuees that have moved inland and north from Miami and the Florida Keys. But again, these outer rain bands are really just the beginning for Irma's wrath on the peninsula.
Okay, and speaking of those storm surges, right now we've just had our last national hurricane advisory. And they're saying that Irma is taking its time moving away from Cuba, Johanna, and the life-threatening storm surge expected in the Florida Keys and the west coast of Florida. So, and as Rick Scott said earlier, it's deadly.
That's right, Carol. Storm surge is going to be a huge deal for Southwest Florida. A lot of our high-resolution models now showing storm surge upwards of 4 to 5 meters, and that'll completely inundate coastal communities from the Florida Keys all the way up through Naples and partly into Fort Myers. That's where we'll see that inundation of water, because even though we've got a counterclockwise flow around Irma, so we've got an onshore wind here on the east coast through most of the day, still bringing a bit of a storm surge through to Miami, along with the tornado, wind, and flooding damage. On the back side of the storm, we've still got an onshore flow, winds coming in from the northwest, which is why there's such a concern with that forward motion of the storm that we'll see these coastal communities really inundated. And it does look like landfall will happen early hours Sunday, but it'll take the most of the day Sunday for the storm to slowly track up the peninsula. And you're right, we're still waiting for that fully turn to the north, so there might be some slight variations in track, but at this point we know Florida's getting hit hard, Carol.
Johanna, thank you.